Good morning, grade 8 students, and welcome to a new English lesson. Our lesson today is 7E Speak and Write Part 1. We have 4 learning objectives for today's lesson. By the end of this video, you will be able to 1. Brainstorm ideas about different ways for reducing the amount of waste individuals produce. 2. Express preference of a particular activity, mentioning your reasons. 3. Identify the meanings of some new words. And 4. Respond to some questions after scanning a reading text. In today's lesson, we will be working on the student's book, pages 95 and 114. Please prepare your student's book, and whenever you're ready, let's start. Let's start our lesson with a discussion about the displayed pictures. Have a look in them and tell me what can you see. Okay, there are remains of food thrown in a garbage. Here we have paint, a brush, and other cleaning products. Here we have remains of papers again thrown in a garbage. We can see tissue papers and other cleaning products. And again, we can see remains of food. So, do you know what are these things called? That's right, they are called wastes. So, who produced these wastes? Who is responsible for them? Excellent, human beings. So, let's imagine together a day that we spent from the beginning. When we wake up in the morning and we go to the bathroom, we use tissues and then throw them in the garbage. After that, we go to the kitchen and prepare breakfast. What do? We throw the remains of food that we don't want again in the garbage. After that, we go to school or to work and we use papers and other materials and stuff, and again, we throw them in the garbage. So, what happens when all these wastes are thrown in the garbage? What's the problem in that? That's right, they harm the environment. Well done. Now, as we agreed that wastes are harmful for the environment and we human beings are the ones responsible for producing it, then we have to think of ways to reduce it. Let's have a look on exercise A from our student's book, page 95. First question, what can we do as individuals to reduce the amount of waste we produce? Think about it. Now let me share what I think with you. The easiest thing all of us can do is to buy and use less things. This way, there won't be as much to throw away. We can also make other useful things out of the materials that we don't need anymore, like recycling stuff. Okay, let's have a look on the second question. How can we make young people more aware of what they can do to reduce waste? Can you think of ways? Okay, first of all, we can give them lectures about how wastes harm the environment and what they can do as individuals to reduce wastes. That's right. What else? Excellent! We can share educational videos. Any other ways? That's right. There can be awareness campaigns of the importance of recycling, for example. That's right. What else can we do? Posters. Well done. And lastly, we can have workshops on ways of recycling and how we can reduce the waste we produce. Well done, grade 8. Nice ideas. Now tell me, grade 8 students, if you were to organize an anti-waste day event in your school, what activities would you include? Bear in mind the interests of the Qatari students and the COVID-19 precautionary measures. Okay, you will include a poster designing contest. That's nice. What else? Recycle your own waste competition. That's really creative. What else? Use social media to encourage people to reduce their waste. What can they use in social media? Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. That's really nice and creative ideas, grade 8. Now let's move to exercise B. Go to the speaking activities section from page 114. Look at the activities shown in the table below. Which one would be more suitable for a school anti-waste day event and why? Let's have a look on the two given activities. Make recycled paper or create posters about reducing waste. But before making up your mind and choosing an activity, you should think of all the following: the materials used in each activity, and you will find them in the table, and the skills that you will learn from each activity, the safety measures, and you can have a look on the advantages and disadvantages displayed in the table, the time spent doing each activity, and the cost of the materials that you will buy in order to do the activity. Now, grade 8 students, you need to do this activity in pairs. So, you can prepare it with any of your family members or your friends or classmates through the phone. You need to do a dialogue expressing your preference on the activity you think is more suitable for a school anti-waste day event, and you have to mention your reasons. But before you have a go and start preparing your dialogue, let's have a look on an example together. Let's have a look on this suggested dialogue between a woman and a man. The woman said, "After carefully reading the information on the table, in my view, making a poster is the most suitable activity for the anti-waste event." The man replied, "I couldn't agree more. The poster costs less money and it takes less time than making recycled paper." Now, grade 8 students, it's time for you to practice with any of your family members or your classmates and friends through the phone, and don't forget to mention your reasons. Now let's move to another activity, grade 8. Below are some vocabulary words. Skim the text in your student's book, page 95, and guess the meanings of these words through context. What does that mean? It means that you have to find the meanings of these words through reading the text. Now please pause the video and have a go with reading and finding the meanings of the words. Now, are you ready, grade 8? Let's check the meanings of the words through a matching activity. Express. What does it mean? That's right. To tell others how you feel about something or what your opinion is. That's why we always teach children to be able to express themselves. Second word, suggested. What does it mean? That's right, to put forward a plan or idea to think about. Like when you suggest something to one of your friends. Let's say you suggested going to a cheesecake factory. Why? Because you think they serve nice food. Third word, anti-waste. What does it mean? Excellent, preventing waste. Fourth word, successful. What's the meaning of successful? Well done, being able to achieve your goal about a specific thing. Okay, so let's say your aim or your goal is to do what? Is to be a famous football player. And you became a successful football player. So this means that you achieved your goal. Excellent. And then we have instead of. What does it mean? An alternative or substitute of another thing. Let's say if you are in a restaurant and you need a strawberry cheesecake, so the waiter can tell you, actually, we ran out of strawberry cheesecake. Would you like anything instead of it? So it means what? An alternative for it. Let's continue with the rest of our words. Suitable, what does it mean? Well done. It means right or appropriate. For example, you are invited to a graduation party and you tell your friend, I can't find the suitable dress for the event. It means what? It means the right or the appropriate dress. Next, we have the word necessary. What does it mean? Good job. It means needed or essential. Then we have the word equipment. What does equipment mean? Well done. Things that you need in order to do a particular activity. That's right. Then we have decision. What does it mean? Brilliant. It means a conclusion reached after deep thinking. So, if you took a decision, it means you are not thinking anymore. You don't have options. You already know what you want. Then we have the word consideration. What does it mean? Well done. It means careful thought, like you are thinking very carefully. Then you have the phrase on the other hand. What does this phrase mean? It is used to give an opposite opinion to the other one mentioned before. Like, I am telling you, mobile phones have lots of advantages. Like, and I give examples. Then I want now to mention the disadvantages. So I'm going to say, on the other hand, mobile phones have lots of disadvantages. Well done, grade 8. You guessed all the words correct. Now let's move to exercise C. Read the blog post below and compare the views expressed with your opinions. Now, remember grade 8, the activity you chose for the Anti-Waste Day event? All you need to do is read the text and compare the views expressed in this text with your own opinions. Now, please, follow in your book while listening to the audio.
Anti-Waste Event Ideas. The 22nd of March, 2019 at 6:17 p.m. by Alice P. I would like to express my opinion on the options that have been suggested for the school anti-waste event. First, I feel that the poster activity is great. However, it will be more successful if students work in groups instead of alone. Some people are better at drawing, others at writing or thinking of interesting ideas. A group is more likely to have all the skills necessary for making a good poster. Second, making paper sounds like fun, but this activity may not be so successful. On the one hand, it's something creative and a bit different. On the other hand, I'm worried there won't be enough equipment for everyone at the same time, and students could get bored. What's more, I think things could get really messy. In conclusion, I definitely think that the poster activity option is more suitable. I hope you take my opinion on the event into consideration when making your final decision.
Now read one more time and answer the following questions. Please, grade 8 students, pause the video, read again, answer the questions, then come back in order to check the answers together. Are you ready, grade 8? Now let's check the answers. Number 1, does the writer state her opinion in the first paragraph? Well, let's see. I would like to express my opinion on the options that have been suggested for the school anti-waste event. So, what do you think the answer is? Well done. No, she doesn't. But why is that? Isn't this the first paragraph? No, this is called the introductory paragraph. Second question. What is the purpose of the second and third paragraphs? Do you know the answer? That's right, to express an opinion and support it. Good job, grade 8. Question number 3. Which words or phrases does the writer use to list or add points? Underline them in the text. Let's have a look on them. That's right. So the answer is first, second, and what's more. And remember, after them you need to put a comma. Well done, grade 8. Question number 4. In which paragraph does the writer state her general opinion? Let's have a look. In conclusion, I definitely think that the poster activity option is more suitable. So the answer is, that's right, in the last paragraph. What is this last paragraph called? Excellent! It's in the conclusion. Well done. Great job, grade 8. Let's move to our last question. Which words or phrases are used to state this opinion, the opinion of the writer? Underline them. Well, that's right. So the answer is, I would like to express my opinion, I feel that, I think, or I definitely think. Well done, grade 8. You did a great job. Now it's time for some comprehension questions to check your understanding of the text. Remember, grade 8, you can always get back to the reading text if you cannot remember the answer. Number 1, who wrote the blog and when? That's right, Hala A on 22nd March 2021 at 6:17 p.m. Number 2, what is the writer expressing her opinion about? That's right, the options suggested for the anti-waste event. Good job. Number 3, does she like the poster activity? Yes, she does. Excellent, grade 8. Number 4, why does she think students should work in groups? Well done. She thinks a group is more likely to have all the skills necessary for making a good poster. However, unfortunately, nowadays, students can't work in groups in schools due to the COVID-19 situation. Now let's continue with more questions. Number 5, does the writer like the idea of making paper? Yes, she does. Good job. Number 6, what disadvantages does this idea have? Brilliant. Not enough equipment. Students could get bored and it could be too messy. Well done. Last question for today. Which idea does the writer find more suitable? That's right, making posters. You did a great job today, grade 8. As we reach the end of our lesson, let's have a closure activity. I want you to search for the meanings of the following words in order to discuss them together in our next lesson. Now please grab a piece of paper and your dictionary and start searching for the words. If you don't have a dictionary, you can use the internet. Whenever you finish with the meanings, then you will be done with today's lesson. Thank you for watching grade 8. I hope you understood the lesson. See you in our second part in tomorrow's lesson. Bye for now, and always remember to stay safe.